you lost about 25 pounds. What type of workout?
First of all, I never said that.
No.
Don't believe all you read on the internet, guys. All right? Never told anybody. I'm down some weight. Yeah, from.
Andy Reid's press conferences rarely make headlines. The Chiefs' legendary head coach typically keeps things straightforward, his crisp striped polos and steady voice setting a tone of calm before the storm of another NFL season. But on this particular July afternoon at Missouri Western State University, something in the air felt different, an undercurrent of anticipation that couldn't be explained by routine injury reports or roster updates alone. Reid began as expected, ticking off names for the PUP list: Fulton, Joan Taylor, Trey Watson. He reassured everyone that the rest of the roster was healthy and ready, praising the staff for their care and the players for their eagerness to get rolling. Testing and team meetings would start immediately. NFL business, football preparation, and as always, the unique crucible of training in Missouri's humid summer heat. Questions quickly turned to the usual matters. Rashi's status would be handled as always, rotating positions so that anyone could step in. Regarding the NFL's timeline for possible punishments, there was nothing new. Jawan Taylor and Fulton's absences, Reid hoped for a quick turnaround, with Jawan likely closer to returning. As for the team's mindset after a Super Bowl loss, he brushed aside any difference. Camp is always tough, always crucial, and the veterans know how to pass the right attitude to the new guys. George Karlaftis' contract extension was confirmed, a win-win for player and team, Reid said. Karlaftis was relentless, trustworthy, always giving his all. Conversations about the left tackle rotation brought up Josh Simmons and Jay, who would fill in for Jawan Taylor. Reid spoke with quiet confidence about their depth and the importance of locking up young core players like Karlaftis and Trey Smith. General Manager Brett Veach and his staff were credited for their smart planning, draft acumen, and contract management, the kind of moves that make or break a franchise's future. Trey Smith's journey was a highlight, a sixth-round pick who'd fought through blood clots and lung issues, only to become a mainstay on the offensive line. Off the field, a teddy bear. On the field, an immovable force. The left tackle competition would stay open, Reid explained, with consistency the goal. Last season, they'd lacked it, and it showed. This year, everyone would have their shot. Then came a question about how camp intensity had changed over the years. Reid, who's seen more than his share of football evolution, reflected on the stricter rules and focus on player safety. Yet, he insisted, camp is still about pushing through adversity. The grueling drills, hated in the moment, pay off in those December battles when only the toughest teams survive. When a reporter asked about Josh Simmons' conditioning, Reid praised the young lineman's work ethic. Simmons had stayed in town during the break, putting in the hours, looking ready, though, as Reid reminded everyone, this was his first taste of the NFL grind. Asked what he brings to camp each year, Reid grinned and admitted to packing less every time. The team provided the gear, he brought only the essentials. The first team meeting was set for the next day, and his message would be simple: maintain high expectations, respect what returning players had earned, but strive to get better every single day. The AFC West was too competitive for anything less. Talk turned to Hollywood, the nickname for the Chiefs' scorching fast wideout room. Reid was eager to finally have all his burners healthy and practicing together, remembering how electric those sessions had been when everyone was on the field. The left tackle battle, he admitted, was the first real competition for that spot in more than a decade. He expected a resolution by camp's end, but evaluations would be daily, relentless. The left guard contest didn't worry him, either. Competition breeds excellence, and he was certain someone would seize the job. Rashi's reps after last year's injury would be carefully monitored, but otherwise, he'd be treated like everyone else. Training camp demands resilience, and that's what the Chiefs expected. Then, just as the session seemed to wind down, the day took a turn from routine to unforgettable. Practice ended, and the players filtered onto the Arrowhead grass. The sun cast long shadows across the field, glinting off helmets and pads. Travis Kelce, larger than life in every sense, strode to the sideline with a grin that seemed impossible to hide. Suddenly, all eyes shifted to the stadium's main entrance. A sleek, understated motorcade appeared. Out stepped Taylor Swift, dressed in black lace with crimson accents, her presence somehow both electric and understated. She moved with purpose straight to the VIP lobby, where Travis was waiting with coaches. When he turned and saw her, the entire room seemed to freeze. For several seconds, time stopped. Then, as if on cue, the staff and players broke into spontaneous applause. It wasn't for Taylor's fame, but for the warmth and authenticity in the way she and Travis looked at each other. A rare, unguarded moment that even Andy Reid couldn't help but smile about, his hand resting gently on the microphone. Taylor and Travis brought a breath of spring to Arrowhead that day. Reid would later share that her presence was anything but a distraction. If anything, Travis seemed more focused than ever, his eyes clear, his heart in the right place, setting a tempo for everyone around him. After practice, Taylor and Travis joined some of the rookies on the sidelines. Taylor offered encouragement, her words surprisingly down to earth. Travis shared stories, not just about football, but about perseverance and teamwork. For a moment, Taylor felt like part of the Chiefs family, and the team's energy soared. Reid reflected on Travis's evolution since meeting Taylor. He'd worried, initially, about the pressures that come with celebrity relationships, the scrutiny, the distractions. Instead, he saw a more mature, grounded leader. Travis played with his whole heart, perhaps even more so after the heartbreak of a Super Bowl loss. Harrison Butker, the team's kicker, confirmed what many already sensed. He'd never seen Travis so happy. Taylor was warm, genuine, hugging every player, wishing them luck for the season. The perceived distance between stars and athletes vanished in that moment, replaced by camaraderie and excitement. The Chiefs' communications team saw social media engagement spike by more than 250% after the reunion. Images of Taylor and Travis hand-in-hand raced across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, igniting conversations and delighting fans worldwide. Photos released after the press conference showed the couple leaving Arrowhead together, Travis in a bold black and white striped sweater, Taylor glowing at his side, their smiles bright and proud. Reddit threads dubbed them the heart of Kansas City, some calling Taylor the new lucky charm of the Chiefs' upcoming season. When ESPN pressed Andy Reid for a prediction about the future of the NFL's most famous couple, he shrugged and smiled, saying only that when you find a partner who helps you become better every day, it's something special. Taylor was that for Travis, he repeated. Good love makes people go, he said, a sentiment as true in football as in life. As the sun dipped behind the stands, the team returned to work. Routines unchanged, expectations undiminished. Yet the mood was unmistakably lighter, the sense of unity palpable. Training camp would remain tough, every spot fiercely contested, every day a battle. But that day's reunion gave the Chiefs a fresh sense of togetherness, a reminder that football is more than drills and pressure. It's about belonging, about sharing moments that can lift not just a team, but an entire community. The image of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce walking hand in hand through Arrowhead became an instant symbol for fans. It signaled a season that promised more than just wins and losses, a season about love, community, and the spirit that keeps a team moving forward. Andy Reid, with all his years of experience and wisdom, saw it all and summed it up with trademark simplicity. Good love makes people go. The unusual, unforgettable start to camp set the tone for a season where every practice, every meeting, every handshake carried new energy. The Chiefs stepped forward under the hot July sun, ready for anything with the world and each other watching. For those who crave more inside stories from Chiefs camp, the message was clear. Keep watching, keep believing, and get ready for a season unlike any other. This year's Chiefs weren't just playing for another title, they were playing for something even bigger. The chance to be part of something special together.